New Wave Studios in Chicago, Tom Jordan and Forbes Riley.
I've got to be the first to admit it. I'm a coffee fanatic. I grew up drinking coffee. I like it hot, iced, in the morning, even after dinner, any time of day. I love a good cup of coffee.
I am right there with you, Forbes. I'm always striving for that perfect cup of coffee. But the reality is, I'm busy, and convenience is a major factor for me.
Hello, working mother of twins. I'm busy.
That's true, you got me.
And I did it. I got that single-serve machine because that's all about speed and convenience.
And that's great, but sometimes the water isn't hot enough, or you don't get that full-bodied flavor you want.
So what do you think of when you think quality coffee? Coffee shops, French press, expensive machines. Look, I have to admit, most of those live on my kitchen counter. So why do we have to choose between quality and convenience?
Well, New Wave answered that question and is proud to introduce the New Wave Brew Hub, an amazing 3-in-1 machine that's not only quick and convenient, but really focuses on every aspect of the brewing process. Experts agree that there are 3 elements that go into making coffee just right: good coffee, high-quality water, and the perfect temperature. Now, even if you use the best coffee beans, if the machine you use isn't the best, you're simply not going to get a cup of coffee that tastes great. It's just wasted money.
See, and not only can the Brew Hub make an 8-ounce cup of coffee in less than a minute, but it may just be the very best coffee that you've ever tried.
But what about those days when you want to savor the rich aroma of coffee at home and you want more than 1 cup?
Well, the best part in the Brew Hub, you can use your favorite grounds to make an entire carafe. Okay, now think about this for a minute. You've got one machine that makes a single cup, makes a full carafe, and you no longer have to choose which machine to keep on your counter. It does both.
The question of quality or convenience is no longer a factor with the New Wave Brew Hub.
Well, not only does it do both, but it's actually the 3-in-1. Because it is great coffee. I mean, really, really good coffee, single or carafe. But there's a feature that I just love, and that's the hot water setting. You get instant hot water anytime you want it. So come on, say goodbye to your single serve, your drip maker, your expensive $5 coffees, because you no longer have to sacrifice quality for convenience. You simply replace them all with the Brew Hub, and cheers to the very best cup of coffee I promise that you will ever try.
It's perfect for me.
Yeah, it has the boldness of the flavors there. This is great coffee.
This is a strong, good cup of coffee.
It's perfect. Perfect.
This is real coffee.
This is delicious. This is a whole lot of wonderful in this 1 cup of coffee right here.
Now, you already know that the Brew Hub is a 3-in-1 that replaces a single-serve machine, a drip coffee maker, and a tea kettle. With the Brew Hub, you've already saved yourself space and money.
And most importantly for me, it makes a great tasting cup of coffee. Now, to understand how that happens, you just follow the water.
That's right. Now, right from the start, the New Wave Brew Hub does it better. The Brew Hub features one of the largest charcoal filters on the market. Charcoal filters are excellent at removing any funny taste, odors, and chemicals like chlorine, herbicides, and pesticides.
It just makes perfect sense. You want to get the best tasting coffee, you start with the best tasting water.
The next step in making great coffee is the water temperature. It has to be the right temperature.
I got to tell you, to be honest, Tom, I did not know how important that was.
I didn't either.
And here's the deal. Many machines brew at too low a temperature. That doesn't extract all that yummy flavor from the coffee. But then if it's too hot, you know what you get?
Burnt.
You get that bitter taste.
Now, New Wave spent a tremendous amount of time on temperature and making sure it was not only the perfect temperature, but also consistent. Another factor is how the water is heated. Now, most coffee makers heat the water in a metal chamber like this. However, the engineers at New Wave developed a water heater that heats the water in a glass chamber like this. No metal taste.
It's like drinking soda from a can when you get that metallic taste, or from a glass bottle. There's a big difference in taste.
Now, the next step is how the water interacts with the coffee. The Brew Hub's flavor infusion process.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, doesn't it? The Brew Hub releases just the right amount of water to wet the grounds, pauses for just a moment, and then releases the remaining water. Now, how the water interacts with the grounds, it's key. The Brew Hub uses a pump to force the water through the channels at a steady, even rate, much like a shower head, so you get a consistent flow. It totally immerses the grounds evenly and brews for just the right amount of time.
So, I mean, it's one thing to brew it perfectly, but Tom, I'll tell you what, how about having the right temperature after you brewed it? I mean,
That's important.
It's critical. See, because I don't mind just a cup, but when I've got a carafe and it doesn't stay warm, that just ruins my coffee experience.
Well, Forbes, that's because in most machines, there's a space between the spout and the pot. cool air comes in contact with the coffee as it brews, substantially dropping the temperature by 10, even 20 degrees.
Well, now look at what the brew hub does differently. Do you see how the carafe is just nestled right beneath the spout? See, this reduces the coffee's exposure to cold air.
And not only that, New Wave also specially designed the lid of the carafe to funnel the coffee straight down the middle instead of on the sides. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Ingenious.
What it does, it keeps the coffee hotter longer without a burner on the bottom, which can burn your coffee.
I mean, there you have it, the New Wave. It designed, developed, tested, and delivered the very best coffee maker that I've ever seen. See, the New Wave Brew Hub, well, in my opinion, it makes the very best cup of coffee that you will ever taste.
I agree with Forbes.
Good idea, by the way.
It's exactly, I think, what everyone really wants from coffee. It tastes great, it's different from everything else, and it also, I think, is going to save people a lot of money.
I'm really happy someone finally came up with this because it solves every problem that I have with making coffee at home.
And for me, this is a new tool. It's a tool to combine the best of convenience and of flavor to give you the kind of coffee that you need, no matter if you need a single cup or if you need a whole pot of coffee. This is a great way to do it, and I've never seen anything like this. So.
It's versatile, it's compact, it has lots of nice features. I love the fact that the water is the exact temperature.
It covers so many variables.
Yeah.
I mean, the temperature, the water, the flavor, the coffee ground coverage, I mean, it's everything.
I want convenience and I want quality. And I want to be able to make it at home. And this is it. This is a wonderful cup of coffee.
The New Wave Brew Hub 3-in-1 is going to be the last coffee maker you'll ever need. It takes the best features of a single-serve machine, drip maker, and hot water kettle, combines them with advanced technology, and makes the best cup of coffee you'll ever taste.
Oh, that is so true.
Yes, it is.
Full body flavor, versatility, and convenience, they've now become a reality. So don't wait. You want a New Wave Brew Hub in your home today. Cheers.
Cheers.
Introducing the all-new New Wave Brew Hub. The Brew Hub is the first coffee maker that has combined quality, convenience, and versatility, all into one space-saving appliance. But with so many appliances on the market today, what makes the Brew Hub different? Using the specially designed inserts, the New Wave Brew Hub transforms from a single-serve machine to a drip coffee maker and again to a tea kettle. It's 3 machines in one, saving you time, counter space, and money. First, the Brew Hub is the perfect single-serve machine. Just select your favorite K-Cup or pod from the hundreds available. Insert it into the Brew Hub and touch and go. Your favorite drink is ready in 8 or 12-ounce sizes in no time. The Brew Hub is perfect for your busy lifestyle. It's fast, flexible, and convenient. But sometimes you want more than just one cup. Just remove the single-serve insert and use the custom brew insert. The Brew Hub instantly becomes a drip coffee maker using your own coffee grounds. Now just touch and go, and you can make 1 to 8 cups of your favorite ground coffee. But the Brew Hub does more than coffee. It also makes instant hot water. Other machines offer hot water, but because of coffee residue, it comes out yellow and can even have old coffee grounds in it. Using the Brew Hub's hot water insert, the water completely bypasses the coffee chamber, so you get crystal clear, clean-tasting hot water for your favorite creations, including tea, cider, hot chocolate, even oatmeal, instant rice, and soups. The 3-in-1 New Wave Brew Hub is fast, versatile, and easy to use. The New Wave Brew Hub offers a regular and bold setting, so you get coffee just how you like it. And the iced coffee setting instantly makes concentrated coffee to make perfect iced coffee, a latte, cappuccino, and other specialty drinks. Now you can make all the coffee shop drinks you love at home, saving you thousands of dollars a year. The New Wave Brew Hub is convenient, but it also makes better tasting coffee. We guarantee it. Experts agree that there are 3 main components to making great coffee: coffee bean quality, water temperature, and the brewing process. Even if you use the best quality beans, if your coffee maker doesn't brew right, it's just wasted money. This is where the New Wave Brew Hub really does it better. First, the New Wave Brew Hub features a charcoal filter, so you start with clean, fresh-tasting water every time. The water is then pumped to the heating chamber. Most coffee makers use metal heaters, but New Wave designed the first glass heater for a coffee maker, so you get no metallic taste. The water is then sent for brewing. Other coffee makers leave some grounds dry or untouched. The Brew Hub's exclusive showerhead design ensures that all the grounds are saturated evenly, guaranteeing a full-bodied, flavorful cup. The brew hub also heats the water to the perfect brewing temperature. Water that's too cool will result in sour coffee, while water that is too hot will result in a bitter or burnt taste. The brew hub brews at the perfect temperature throughout the entire brewing process to fully extract the coffee flavor. Finally, the brew hub's flavor infusion process begins. The brew hub releases a small amount of water to wet the grounds and pauses. This prepares the grounds for brewing and ensures maximum flavor. Then the remaining water is released for the perfect brew. The New Wave Brew Hub makes every cup of coffee, tea, cider, or specialty drinks better tasting. We guarantee it.
We've already seen how the New Wave Brew Hub 3-in-1 changes the way we make coffee.
You know, this is easily one of the most versatile coffee machines ever created, but we're not finished.
No, we're not.
It can do even more.
That's right. Now, who doesn't love a delicious iced coffee in the heat of summer?
Me?
I figured you did. Or maybe any time you want something cold and refreshing.
Okay, but how many times have you tried to make this at home, right? And it's watered down.
Yep.
Or you go to a coffee shop, that'll cost you like $6-7.
Oh, yeah.
That adds up.
It sure does. Well, New Wave solved that too. The Brew Hub's ice feature brews the coffee longer to give you a more concentrated coffee. Now, this is important because it actually accounts for the ice in your cup.
Smart machine.
It is. So when the ice starts to melt, it's the perfect balance.
All right, so let's say we make a perfect iced coffee. What do you think?
I think we can do that. All we do is we take our glass of concentrated coffee there, we add milk, and then we're going to add ice.
I'm going to add a little touch of sugar to mine. I like it a little sweet.
And look at that. Never watered down, totally delicious every time you use the Brew Hub ice feature.
That's right. It's good. It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, you can also make iced caramel macchiato, vanilla bean iced coffee, toasted coconut iced coffee. I mean, truly, the sky is the limit.
But you can use the ice feature for more than just iced coffee. We can use this concentrated brew for a lot of fancy drinks you never thought about making at home. Okay, we are going to make an affogato. Impressed?
Oh!
It's simply concentrated coffee over ice cream.
And actually, truly, it's one of the best ways to end a meal. You have coffee and dessert all wrapped up into one.
It is so easy, and I really like how versatile this feature is for dessert drinks.
Now, drinks like this, they can seem intimidating, but with the New Wave Brew Hub, it's easy. It smells delicious, it looks amazing, and I'll tell you what, you'd be proud to serve your guests that dessert.
And look at this. All of these drinks were made using the iced coffee feature. You can make any of these. Irish cream, gingerbread, a salted caramel mocha.
Pumpkin spice coffee, dark chocolate, even s'mores coffee.
Well, that's because the iced coffee feature is not just for iced coffee anymore. New Wave has gone above and beyond. It saves you time, it saves you money, and is more versatile than you ever imagined.
The New Wave Brew Hub. It really does help you live well for less.
How much typically a cup of coffee in a coffee shop?
About $5 or $8.
Can you imagine how much money you're spending by doing that often?
Definitely, I see it in my bank statements every week. When I look at where I can save money, coffee is a big factor into that. And if I have my own machine, I feel like I can save and get better quality, which is very important.
You want to know that you're getting that professional, you know, precise cup of coffee that you get, that you can do that at home, and you know, you have the reassurance.
Save yourself $7 every morning.
We're doing it for convenience. To have actually that great taste that comes out of something from your countertop, sold.
Tim and Nisha, so you've never used the Brew Hub, haven't done that yet?
No.
First timers. Well, most people want convenience and quality, and that's hard to get at home with coffee, isn't it? So, luckily, we have two experts here. So guys, introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm Keith.
I'm Stefan.
And we're two of the co-owners of Tala Coffee Roasters.
So you both have used the Brew Hub,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
We have obviously all tried the single serve machines, all the automatic drips, and so we know what's out there. And generally, most of the consumer machines don't get the water hot enough, so they never extract the coffee well or properly.
For coffee, you need something much closer to 200 degrees to properly extract the coffee. So when you're using water that's too cold to extract coffee, it tastes sour. Or if you're using water that's too hot, it scalds it and that makes it bitter. So a lot of people then end up getting cups that are going to be, regardless of how good the bean is, again, they're just going to be inherently bad.
What's another reason the Brew Hub coffee tastes so great?
Yeah, one thing that we do when we hand brew our coffee is that we basically have what's called a pre-infusion. So what that is we pour just a little bit of water over the top of the grounds to sort of let them bloom. Very, very similarly to letting wine breathe, the Brew Hub actually has that feature where it will disperse just enough water to saturate the grounds to let that process happen. So just having that alone is a huge feature that we really like about it.
Are you excited? I mean, you guys are kind of techies.
Yeah.
How cool is this machine?
When we got the machine, the very first thing that I was impressed with was how fast it heated up the water. As soon as it started, it had its flavor infusion. That was a huge check that so many of the single cup machines do not have, if any of them. And obviously, the final and most important part, the coffee tasted good.
So can you get quality and convenience with the Brew Hub?
Oh, 100%. We were kind of blown away by the fact that it was actually really, really good, and our coffee tasted as we would expect our coffee to taste.
You just can't find machines like this at this price point that can actually do all these things. You're going to be spending hundreds of more dollars.
So Nisha, you had no idea before you sat down here what this machine could do. What do you think of the New Wave Brew Hub?
I think that it's incredible. I had no idea all the science that went into brewing coffee, and if I plan on leaving out of the house, I don't want to have a whole pot of coffee. So being able to do that one cup is really great.
So what about you, Tim? What are your thoughts?
It seems like everybody who makes coffee makers thinks the most important aspect is to make it look shinier, to make it look cooler. I could spend $300, $400, $500 and I'm cheating myself because I don't taste the coffee. This is not only beautiful, but it also functions perfectly. So.
Okay, well, every coffee maker out there says they have great tasting coffee. So for people that have heard that and been disappointed, what would you say to them about the New Wave Brew Hub?
Just try the coffee. Try the coffee versus off of this versus any machine that you have at home.
What's the
Guaranteed
difference?
you will taste the difference.
What is the difference?
The difference in just how it brews the coffee, I think the temperature, I think the shower head, being able to disperse water properly.
It's actually going to make your coffee taste sweet. It's going to be far less bitter than any of the competitive machines out there. Those two variables alone are worth the price point, worth me taking away my old machine and putting that in its stead.
The New Wave Brew Hub, loved by real people and experts alike. Is that true?
That's Absolutely.
That's true.
Okay, so we've established you can have quality and convenience with the New Wave Brew Hub. What do you guys think?
I am quite surprised, quite frankly. I am. I'm going to get this kind of quality at home. I don't have to throw some clothes on to go down to blank place to get a good cup of coffee. I'm not going to mention anybody else, but this is superb.
I think it's perfect, and it's perfect especially for my friends who have the same kind of schedules as me.
I like the fact that you can use it for tea as well as for coffee, because I have very picky palates in my house, and we're making specialty tea and specialty coffee. I love the fact that I can use the beans that we grind, because we like to grind our own beans. And I like the fact that I can brew a whole pot when I have a party, set it aside, and then still let people come over and self-serve with a variety of their pods.
Absolutely love that it can make cold drinks.
Ooh.
Because I am so sick of it being the middle of the summer, it's 85 out, and here I am drinking my hot coffee when I really want a cold drink, but I can't make one at home. So that really solves that problem.
And I like the aspect of the hot water and the filter. That's unique, and I'm excited.
The ability to have the single serve when I want one or my wife wants one, or to serve a whole party with the carafe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the best of all worlds.
There's nothing like enjoying that first cup of coffee in the morning. It's the right way to start your day. We all want great tasting coffee, but we need it fast and easy too. Store shelves are full of expensive coffee makers that make empty promises, some costing hundreds of dollars. Now, New Wave, a leader in home kitchen technology, introduces their newest breakthrough, the New Wave Brew Hub. The Brew Hub is the first coffee maker that has combined quality, convenience, and versatility all into one space-saving appliance that takes up less space than a toaster. So what makes the Brew Hub different? Experts agree that there are 3 keys to making great coffee: coffee bean quality, water temperature, and the brewing process. Even if you use the best quality beans, if your coffee maker doesn't brew right, it's just wasted money. This is where the New Wave Brew Hub does it better. First, the New Wave Brew Hub features the largest charcoal filter on the market today, so you get clean water from the start. The water is then pumped to the heating chamber. Most coffee makers use metal heaters, but New Wave designed the first glass water heater for a coffee maker, so you get fresh tasting water with no metal taste. The water is then sent for brewing. Most coffee makers are inconsistent, leaving some grounds untouched. The Brew Hub's exclusive shower head design ensures that all the grounds are saturated evenly, brewing a full-bodied, flavorful cup every time. But to get that perfect taste, the water temperature must be just right. Water that is too cool will result in sour coffee, while water that is too hot will result in burnt, bitter coffee. The Brew Hub is designed to brew at the perfect temperature, between 195 and 205 degrees, throughout the entire brewing process, guaranteeing you the best coffee you have ever had. Finally, the Brew Hub's flavor infusion process begins. The Brew Hub releases a small amount of water to wet the grounds, pauses, and then releases the remaining water. This prepares the grounds for brewing and extracts maximum flavor for perfect coffee. But the Brew Hub is more than just a regular coffee maker. It's a complete brewing system. Using the specially designed inserts, the New Way Brew Hub transforms from a single-serve machine to a drip coffee maker and again to a tea kettle. It's 3 appliances in one, saving you time, space, and money. The Brew Hub works with all your favorite K-Cups and pods, giving you an unlimited selection of drinks to choose from. The custom brew insert allows you to use your own coffee, and the hot water insert makes tea, cider, and other hot drinks more flavorful than you ever imagined. The New Way Brew Hub offers a regular and bold setting to create the perfect taste for you. And the iced coffee feature instantly makes concentrated coffee to make your favorite iced coffee, latte, cappuccino, and other specialty drinks. The Brew Hub is the one machine that does all the work. It's like having a professional barista in your own kitchen. The Brew Hub's inserts are dishwasher safe, and the specially engineered carafe ensures your perfect coffee stays hotter longer. In fact, we are so confident that the New Way Brew Hub will make the best tasting coffee you have ever had, we guarantee it or your money back. So what would you pay for a great coffee maker that does it all? Some cost $300 or more and don't do what the Brew Hub can do. But at New Way, we believe in live well for less. So you won't spend $300, $250, or even $200.